this stuff. Who changes their signature after 30 years? That's the website. But he's just going to change his signature to that one now. I dare any of you to just change your signature from now to what you're used to writing. But tell me if that works.
We got to talk about Joe Biden. Yeah, we got to speak about Joe Biden. And some people going to say, Rich, that's just a conspiracy theory. Well, I don't know if you do, but a lot of these so-called conspiracy theories have actually been proven correct after a little bit of time. So, is this the next one? We got to talk about Joe Biden because Uncle Trump actually posted something. And I want to read about it a little bit first, and then we're going to get into some video clips because there are some interesting things out there, okay? This is from the Daily Mail, as you guys can see here. President Donald Trump shared a bizarre theory on social media Saturday night that suggested Joe Biden died in 2020 and has since been replaced by a clone. The Truth Social post, which has since gone viral, stated bluntly that the former president of the United States had somehow been dead for years while still in office. There is no Joe Biden. Executed in 2020, Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless, mindless entities are what you see, wrote the user named LL. Anyway, Democrats don't know the difference. Trump did not add any of his own commentary to the post, but simply amplifying the wild conspiracy created confusion. Almost immediately, social media erupted, with supporters and critics alike grappling with the surreal suggestion. We all knew something was completely off, one commenter wrote, although Trump has said repeatedly that Joe Biden was shot. Others revealed in the uncanny nature of the moment, wow, President Trump just retruthed this post, exclaimed one astonished user. Okay, so as you guys saw there, Trump posted this. This was the exact post right here on your screen. He retruthed this post here, and I already read it. There is no Joe Biden. Executed in 2020. Biden clones doubled in robotic engineered, soulless, mindless entities are what you see. Democrats don't know the difference. Hashtag MAGA Maha. So what do you guys think, man? Do you think it's true, or do you think it's not true? Let me know what you think. I'm going to mute that music. Anyway, so you can kind of see, I need to slow this down a little bit. I want to slow this down so you guys can actually see what's happening here. This is Joe Biden over the years. Hold on, let me rewind it back. This is Joe Biden over the years. And you tell me if the Joe Biden we know today is the real Joe Biden. Now, he obviously he's looking the same, right? Looks very similar over all these years. Yep. Looks the same. Nothing really changing. You know, nothing changing. Still looking the same. Still recognizable as the same Joe Biden. Hold on. Wait for it. Y'all, like I said, y'all tell me. Let me know. Let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think, okay? Wait for it. Well, that's quite interesting. That's pretty darn interesting if I do say so myself. I don't know. What are y'all thinking? You know? What are y'all thinking on this? Real, fake, photoshopped, can be explained away? Talk to me. What are y'all thinking? I don't know. Something doesn't look the same as the other. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all talk to me, please. Talk to me, please. I really need to know. We also have more, okay? Obviously, we live in the age of the internet. Thank goodness for the internet, right? Because pictures, images, videos, they live on forever, no matter how much you try to delete them, okay? All this stuff lives on forever, all right? Y'all remember, and I found this pretty strange too, and I don't know if I actually made a video on this at the time, but y'all remember Joe Biden randomly came out tall as a mother lover? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember this? Do you remember that? He randomly showed up and he looked like a darn giant. Like, bro, what is happening? He looks like a gosh darn giant. Like, who is this man? That cannot be Joe Biden. I don't listen. I don't remember Joe Biden being that gosh darn tall. I don't know about y'all, but I don't remember him being that tall. Here's the video that image came from. Check it out. I don't know about y'all, but I don't recall him like towering over Jill like that, but maybe I'm wrong. I am open to being wrong. Y'all talk to me, please. Talk to me. There is so much stuff out there. This is crazy. Y'all also, now I know I did talk about this joint. Y'all remember randomly when he showed up on camera and his eyes were like wide open. Gosh, that actually kind of hurt. I mean, eyes just wide open. I don't think he blinked at all, and his voice was changed. Y'all remember that? Well, if you don't, you know I come with receipts, baby. Here we go.
Capitol Police, the D.C. Metropolitan Police, other law enforcement agencies were attacked and assaulted before our very eyes, speared, sprayed, stomped on, brutalized, and lives were lost. And for 3 hours, the defeated former president of the United States watched it all happen as he sat in the comfort of the private dining room next to the Oval Office. While he was doing that, brave law enforcement officers were subject to the medieval hell for 3 hours, dripping in blood, surrounded by carnage. Face to face with crazed mob that believed the lies of a defeated president. The police were heroes that day. Donald Trump lacked the courage to act. The brave women and men in blue all across this nation should never forget that. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-cop. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-democracy. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-American. There can be no greater responsibility than to do all we can to ensure the safety of our families, our children, our community.
Did y'all notice? He didn't blink that entire video. Rewind it back and come back to this point and comment below. I don't think I saw that man blink one single time. And that video is 1 minute and 14 seconds long. He didn't blink for over 60 seconds. Over 60 seconds. I didn't see him blink once. I did not see him blink a single time during that video. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I missed it. Maybe we blinked at the same time, you know, so I didn't catch it. But y'all talk to me. I didn't see him blink at all. Also, another question. Do y'all think that had something to do with the cocaine that was found in the White House? I don't know the effects of, you know, snorting that white powder. Never done it. Never want to try it personally. So for anybody that knows, is that one of the symptoms? Like being bug-eyed and not blinking and your voice changing? Y'all talk to me. Is there is there some kind of connection there? You let me know. Like I said, I'm not familiar with that kind of stuff. But Yeah, that was a pretty wild video when that dropped. And of course, you know, Joe Biden coming out randomly looking like a giant, obviously. But then we also have Jake Tapper saying something that's quite interesting. I think it's completely innocent, but some folks, you know, kind of made them turn their heads a little bit like, check it out.
To the world and to Democrats and to the cabinet, et cetera, by saying that there was this existential threat of Donald Trump and only Joe Biden could beat Donald Trump, and that justified everything in their minds. After that existential threat was over, because the election was over and Donald Trump won, we found, Alex and myself, remarkably willing to talk to us either off the record or on background, or in some cases on the record, about what they saw. One of the things that emerged was that there were two Bidens. One was the fine Biden, serviceable, adequate, and the other one was a non-functioning Biden, and that's the one we saw the night of the debate. And that's the one we saw some clips of here and there that you just showed. And that non-functioning Biden, the one that lost.
So there was two Bidens, one fine and one that was non-functioning. Completely innocent statement? Yeah, probably. But could he have been saying something without, I guess he did actually say it, you know, without saying that there was a clone? Possibly. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? Y'all let me know. Is Uncle Trump right? If I'm being completely honest, I don't think Trump has been wrong yet. I know that sounds crazy. That sounds wild. I am not oblivious to that fact. That sounds so wild and crazy. Like we possibly had a clone or some other entity or some other person actually running the country and acting as if they were the real Joe Biden. I know that sounds wild, but has Trump been wrong? Maybe he's just trolling. Trump could just be trolling. And of course, you know, you possibly could explain some of these things away. Joe Biden looking different. I think I actually saw a video on a surgeon talking about, you know, Joe Biden had some kind of facelift or something. I think that's what it's called, where they like cut you like here and they pull your skin back, you know, to make your face look tighter, pull it up, you know, kind of deal. If we got any surgeons watching, talk to me, please. Talk to all of us in the comments. Let us know if you think that's actually possible, why he looks different. But once again, Trump ain't been wrong. But then also, even beyond that, how many so-called conspiracy theories have we been proven right on over these years? How many? Just like every single one, it seems like. Every single conspiracy theory, so-called conspiracy theory, that has come from the right side of the political aisle, almost all of them have been proven right. As a matter of fact, I'll never forget the comment. I don't remember exactly what it said, but about what it said is that the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is 6 to 9 months. Yeah, the difference between a conspiracy theory and the truth is 6 to 9 months. And that seems to reign true. So I guess we'll see in 6 to 9 months if some new evidence comes out that says that wasn't Joe Biden. But like I said, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for tuning in as always. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.